This is it, what? Cohiba lit, what? We got that yak up in the cup and getting bent, what? Put some smoke in the air, this your shit, what? And raise your glasses if everything classic. This is it, what? That Chiba lit, what? You got some drink up in your cup and getting bent, what? So put some smoke in the air, this your shit, what? And raise your glasses if everything classic. Stogie light in it.
You were tuned in to G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you come on in. We got Canelo Alvarez versus Billy Joe Saunders going down in Texas. And it's a big fight. It's a really, really big fight, especially with COVID just changing up everything as far as the world, period. This is going to be the first fight where there's going to be a substantial amount of fans in the crowd. And Texas kind of just took the gloves off and was just like, listen, no mask mandate. Come as you are and come watch this fight. So Texas really doesn't have any restrictions right now. But I was reading on Twitter that there was an interview done with Billy Joe Saunders, and once I get the link, I'll put it in the description of this video. But basically they were saying that Billy Joe Saunders had some complaints about this fight with Canelo Alvarez from a business and contractual standpoint. So from what I was told, I haven't heard the interview yet. I will listen to it. But from what I was told is Billy Joe Saunders negotiated a purse based on it being no crowd and no revenue coming in, basically, because there's no crowd. But the fight has sold 70,000 tickets. So he's complaining about that. And then he's also complaining about the judges. He was promised that it would be one English judge and then one neutral judge. And now he's being told that's not happening. Again, I have not heard the interview. And I've had a couple people tell me that Billy Joe did make these complaints in the interview. So I'm going to assume that is true. Now, if it's a situation where he signed a contract and agreed to a purse amount based on no fans, and there's nothing in the contract that says if there's fans, your purse will change from this to this, or we can renegotiate based off of how many tickets are sold, then Billy Joe Saunders, I don't know who your manager is, who your lawyer is, who your people that handle the contracts. We all know who your promoter is, but we talking about your manager and your people to handle your business. Like, that's business 101. Like, with it not being any tickets sold and COVID, that's an assumption. That's an assumption. You have to have something in the contract saying if there are tickets sold, then your purse needs to be adjusted. So just, if that's the case, you need to fire your manager. Like, you need to fire your manager, go fire your lawyer for whoever agreed to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's absolutely crazy. And if you know anything about Canelo, he's fighting in Texas. Like, he's fighting in Texas. They have the most loose COVID restrictions in the country. And I know he's from the UK, but I'm like, your people should know this. Like, you should know this. So people was telling me that and was like, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, yeah, he needs to fire his manager and or lawyer that signed up for that and didn't give him negotiating power if there was tickets sold. Like, that's just dumb. But I'm off that. Like, I'm off that. But he was also promised that it was going to be one English judge and then one neutral judge, and then he was told that that's not happening. If he was promised that and he's not getting that, that is wrong. Okay, I want to make that very clear. It is also very clear that Canelo Alvarez is taking the same blueprint as Floyd Mayweather. Like, he makes the terms, he makes all of the adjustments and everything else. It's either you sign it or you don't get the fight. If he wants to change something after the contract is signed. Is either you agree to it or you're not getting the fight. When you're the cash cow, you pretty much control absolutely everything. The only way you're going to beat the odds is unless you beat the cash cow inside of the ring. And that's exactly what's going on right now with Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez makes sure, and I'm not even saying him, but his team makes sure that he walks into a fight and it's not 50-50. He makes sure that he has an advantage going into a fight, whether it's the weight, like the rehydration clause, when the fight is actually happening, things like that. Like, Canelo Alvarez is going to make sure he's coming into the fight with some type of an advantage. So Billy Joe Saunders complaining about the purse, that's a personal problem. Like I said, he need to fire his manager or his lawyer, because I'm far from a big time businessman, but I do know the basics. I do know the basics. Like, that was just dumb. That was just flat out dumb. And as far as the judges are concerned, Billy Joe Saunders, you are down 3 rounds to nothing already. And the weigh-in hasn't happened yet. You are down 3-0 right now. You're going to have to get a knockdown against Canelo just to get close on the scorecards. Like, Canelo's at a point now in his career, like, you're going to have to knock him down to get close on the scorecards, and you're going to have to knock him out to actually get a victory. That's just what it is. Like, Canelo, no matter who he fights, he got at least one judge in pocket. He got one judge in pocket. And if you don't believe that, go see Canelo Alvarez versus Floyd Mayweather. Like, that's just, it is what it is. Like, Billy Joe, the cards are stacked against you. The cards are stacked against you. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair. It's not right. But Canelo's doing it, and nobody's going to stop him. Floyd was doing it. Nobody's going to stop him. Oscar was doing it. Nobody stopped him. The only way you change the narrative is unless you beat that dude inside of the ring. So, Billy Joe, you complaining about the money? Okay, cool. You complaining about the judges? Okay, cool. Take your frustrations out on Canelo inside the ring and make sure it don't get to the judges. Easier said than done, but this is the situation that you're in. It's the biggest fight of your life, the biggest name in your career, the biggest opportunity you're going to get. So you're battling the judges, you're battling Canelo, you're battling the contract, you battling the purse, you battling stipulations, you battling your own promoter, because Eddie Hearn is going to put Canelo ahead of you every day of the week, including Sunday, including Saturday and Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Because he wants to extend his contract with Canelo Alvarez, so he's going to give Canelo whatever he wants, even if that means throwing your ass under the bus. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Until Canelo Alvarez gets knocked off, every opponent that he goes up against is going to have to face this same exact thing. But I hope Billy Joe Saunders is able to revisit the whole money situation. Like, that's fucked up. Like, that's fucked up if that's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe every boxer is supposed to get what they supposed to be paid. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to get what they supposed to get paid. And that's 100% facts. So I hope Billy Joe is able to readdress that. And I hope Eddie Hearn makes that right too. You know what I'm saying? I know contracts are contracts, but I hope Eddie Hearn gets in that situation and makes that right. And as far as the judges, Billy Joe, just try your best just to make sure it don't get to the judges. Because if it gets to the judges, they're going to... Canelo's getting a decision. Like, point blank, period. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.